Hi, Josh. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Nicole.
So, we have kind of a fun episode today that's very focused. It's about basically social media,
Mm.
to sum it up, but more specifically, it's about brands that reach out, um, specifically to me, and kind of like what those partnerships look like. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Most of them are complete BS. Like you'll see, for example, and like we'll get into this, but you'll see that like they want you to post testimonials about the product,
Mm.
like literally right when you get it on like a Facebook group to make it feel like it's more genuine and real because it's a Facebook group and people are like, oh, this product has helped me so much. So yeah, so I kind of wanted to talk to everyone today about what that looks like. I don't really partner with anyone anymore unless they're like literally like across the board, like unless it's like White Oak Pastures reaching out
Yeah.
or,
Or
like
Kerrygold.
or Kerrygold butter. Like there's like very specific brands
Yeah. So
that I want to work with.
how long ago was it that you partnered with somebody? Because you obviously you said you haven't partnered with somebody in a while.
Gosh, I think I just kind of like stopped because I started learning about how toxic products were, like certain products
Mm.
were, like how, unethically things are made, stuff like that. I kind of started more in like, I guess, like the lifestyle, fashion, beauty side of things. There have been brands that I've partnered with. I think honestly, the last brand I partnered with was a CBD brand,
Mm-hmm.
which I still would like recommend to this day. So that's like the last one I partnered with, but I've partnered with people on like teeth whitening, on hair curlers. Hair curlers, like it is what
Damn,
it
you
is,
you're an influencer.
But
You're definitely the influencer out of
no,
us two.
but that's the old me. That's
Yeah,
the old
yeah.
me. That's the me that doesn't care.
Mm,
That's just like, oh, like I get to have partnerships on my page, like
mm.
cool, or like I get
It
free products,
it
or I get
feels
like
good, right? It
cash.
really
Yeah,
does. It
like
feels good to be like, I suppose,
wanted or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah,
it does. Even if
but
it's a
it's
shitty product, you still,
total like most of it is just crap though. Like
mm,
so now when I see people like there's some products where I'm like, okay, cool. Like if it's like a magnesium tablet or something, like right, there's so many different things that it could
mm,
be. But like I just want to give some people an insight. Like, do not be fooled by things, especially like hair growth products.
mm,
Um, special things like that,
mm-hmm,
because most of the time they're just reaching out to people with good hair
yeah,
and then telling them a success story that my hair is this good because I used XYZ product.
mm,
So, just for context, I'm not actually going to share the brand's name. It is one of the biggest brands that provides vitamins, hair hair supplement vitamins, as well as shampoo and conditioner and like different what's it called? Just like I guess different systems for like hair care.
mm,
Okay. And they're a big one. And I was kind of shocked they reached out, but I'm also not shocked because I have pretty good hair and I attribute that obviously to carnivore
mm,
and eating a lot of protein, right? Like it's
mm,
never been from anything else. Okay. So they've
mm,
reached out to me four separate times. So I have
mm,
four different emails from them starting with like September 6th. It's the invitation for collaboration with XYZ company. So this is what it says. It's a clinically affected woman's hair supplement for stronger growing hair using medical grade natural ingredients.
mm.
Targets multiple root causes of thinning hair that promote hair growth and overall wellness from the inside out, including better sleep, energy, mood, and skin health. So their campaign that they've told me about, usually they'll put like a campaign concept or something,
Mhm.
is that they want to normalizing female hair struggles and provide a community for women to unite and support each other through the personal impact of hair struggles. So this Facebook group that they've attached, they
Mhm.
would like me to add my testimony to this to share my personal hair story, which again,
The
I don't
fuck?
have any struggles with hair.
No.
So whatever. We'd like you to share this group with your followers and also participate in this group. This is what we want you to do to participate. So now it's going to actually list out what it wants. Okay. Again, there's nothing about like me in the past, like if it's been like a keto bar or like, you know, something like whatever, I will always try it before I actually agree to like promote it. So I'll be like, hey, you know what? Like this Som drink, like this sleep drink or something reached out and like I like the ingredients and I was like, hey, like I need to try this before I actually like promote it to people. And I actually really liked it. But like this is not, you have to say that. Like no social media brand is or no brand's going to reach out to you and be like, hey, try this. We're going to send you free products. If you like it, promote it. No, like it's like kind of like wrapped into one. Okay, so this is what I have to do. And there's timing on this as well. Okay. So one in feed Instagram post, an image or video between the dates of 9/19 and 9/23. One Instagram story with the swipe up link between 9/19 and 9/23. And a post in the Facebook group at the same time. And then a second post or comment in the Facebook group to make it look active, of course, from 10:10 to 10:14. So those are like the deliverables, right? Like the one in feed Instagram post, like static, the Instagram story, and then minimum of 2 posts in the Facebook group. Anyway, so and then this is what it's like.
do they like how what's the compensation? So is it
So
just
this
trying
is,
to
yeah,
build?
that's what I was getting to.
Oh, okay.
This
You
is the
keep
next
on.
part. Compensation will be a woman's core 3-month supply valued at $264 after content creation.
Okay, so you don't try the product, but you get the product after saying that it's done
So like,
something for you,
yeah. So like, I
basically.
don't really even understand that. Um,
So you
so
must
like,
tell people
if
how
you
good this yeah.
like, so I think they send you something in like the meantime, like they have to provide something, or you're literally going on there being like, hey, like I have all these struggles with my hair. Again, I do not. I have all these struggles with my hair, and you know what? I'm going to try this hair care system that's like medical grade and blah, blah, blah. Like it's all bullshit. It's
Yeah,
fucking bullshit.
there's like an arrogance about that because it's probably saying that they think they're so good that they don't even have to send you the product because it's been so well promoted probably that they don't even have to like you just if you just like this vulnerable I don't know influencer you're just gonna like mop that shit up and just go with it and fuck get free products, you know what I'm saying, like you don't really
Oh,
yeah
yeah. So listen, the last one that they sent me, so they sent me like different ones because I obviously missed the window for that one because
yeah
I didn't respond. The next one they sent me was we've revamped our ambassador program. This it's an ongoing campaign that will provide you with free Nutro. I almost just said the name. A free product. um and in return, we ask that you please post to Instagram once every 3 months, highlighting your hair loss and growth journey with these products. This program is perfect for men and women. And we even have a specific postpartum product.
oh my word
So now I'm like, oh, it's because I'm pregnant that
yeah
like now it's like, okay. Anyway, so like that's the 4th time they reached out. Every single, like, if I look at every single like subject line, every single subject line is different, but it's like coming from like the
yeah
same brand
yeah
sender.
yeah
But anyways, I actually clicked on the Facebook group because I was like super
check
like
this out
curious. So there's 1.3 thousand members, and like literally like their, I guess like tagline is shed the silence, which doesn't make any sense to me, but it
shed the
does because it's talking about
silence
shedding, thinning, like
yes
hair thinning. Anyway, um, it's a private group, so you have to like request to join, so like no trolls or people can be in it. But people are literally coming here to see something beyond Instagram and ads, to actually see genuine, real people using this product. And I'm here to say most of what you see, even on a private Facebook group that feels
that's
super
scary
curated
yeah
and like personal, and it's not. Like
Mm.
these are lies. Like you're
Mm.
getting scammed. I'm sorry. But anyways, there's been 258 posts in the last month on this Instagram group. 3 new posts as of today. Um anyway, so it goes over this. There's always like rules of posting and stuff like that. I would basically have to say like I want to join the group because it is private.
Mm.
So if I
Mm.
wanted to join the group, I'd have to click that to see it. But yeah, like that's basically how it goes with brands. Like if
Yeah.
you don't ask to try a product beforehand,
Mm.
they don't care. And like a lot of people like there probably was a time earlier and just me being on social media where I would have been like, "Oh my God, this is such a big brand. Yes, I'll do this."
Mm.
Like you kind of sell out,
Yeah.
like you don't really care. And like now it's like I don't care about that. I don't have
Mm.
thinning hair issues. Like if my hair is thicker and they're reaching out to me, that's like a complete lie,
Mm.
you
It's
know?
weird. Like the best products like just sell themselves. Like honestly, I've got such a like allergy to products in general now. Like I just don't trust the because
Yeah.
I mean I've worked in advertising. Like
Oh my
it's
gosh, I
such
forgot.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. I know the way things get marketed, and it's the company that goes to the agency or the creative whatever, pitches the idea, says to them these are the key features, like market the shit out of this, and they don't even question it. Like they don't even know what they're marketing. And like the
It's your
big thing,
job not to,
yeah,
right?
it's your job. And that was the most sickening thing for me is like it is literally your job to not question the fact that you advertising like Coca-Cola to like 6-year-olds, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, like but back to what I was saying is that a great product is will sell itself because like by its very nature, like I will post about things that I enjoy, and that'll get traction and people ask me about it. But it's not like they're reaching out to me. It's just because the products are so good that it happens, and yeah, it's a weird space. It's such a weird thing. Like part of me wants those targeted ads because I do enjoy like things that are sort of in my sphere, but at the same time, it's like how relevant are they actually to my needs? Probably not. Like look at all the keto phase. Like the keto phase came and went like
Yeah.
so quickly with products. Now every company is doing it. Like even the ones that you never thought would do it. But if you look what they put inside it, it's like so far from keto. It's processed shit. It's not keto. I mean, it is keto.
Totally.
It's keto.
Yeah.
Like it follows the low carb map, but you literally ingesting like a sweetener that will make you infertile or something like that.
Or
It's
like the palm oil in it or
yeah,
vegetable oils that are in the product. Yeah. Like I
yeah.
remember, like, especially with keto gets such a bad rep because
Mm,
so many of those products you can't mass produce. I know you talked about Anthony Gustin about this, right? Like they start off with a good thing. Maybe they're using coconut oil and then
mm,
more stakeholders get involved, right? And they're like, hey, we can't make these bars like
yeah.
to this level with what everyone's expecting and like what they want for like
Mm,
let's say like ancient nutrition or whatever, right?
mm,
Like hey, like we can't like, or I guess it's perfect keto,
yeah.
so like other people get involved and then like the first thing to go is quality, you know which is
Yeah.
it's just so awful. But I mean there's also been like I've had you'll love this. I had someone from a macadamia farm in South Africa reach out to me.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's
Where's
really
this?
random.
What's it called? Okay, I won't ask what it's called, but go ahead, carry on.
Um, I don't know. Like I get also nervous about phishing, like people sending links and you like
Yes.
clicking on that. So I like some of the time I don't even click on it. I'm just like, oh. I mean, one of the coolest ones that reached out was Weber Grills. Weber is like
Damn.
the ultimate
Yeah.
like charcoal grill.
Yeah.
And they reached out to me when I had already left for the Netherlands. And I was
No.
like, you have got to be kidding
Fuck.
me. Like, this is like, I'm like, oh
Yeah,
my
this
God. I'm
is
like,
this
do I
is
reach back
perfect.
out to them? Cause like, this makes my life. So there are like things like that. There was a meat one that I used to partner with ButcherBox,
Hmm.
and there was like a meat one. I cannot find it to save my life.
And how did that work? Did they just send you like a free sample batch like once a month and
No.
then
So like people don't do that. Like so I had already used ButcherBox,
okay,
so like it worked out
yeah.
because I was already using it, but like for God, what is this one called? It like because I research every single like oh here we go. I got it. Okay, so they reached out to me like 4 times. They said they like the content. We're a premium pork, beef, and seafood service that delivers straight to your doorstep, and we're hoping for you to become a brand ambassador. This would include a monthly
Mm.
gifting of our best curated pork and beef, 15% commission on first sale, 5% recurring commission for every customer you refer forever.
Hmm.
Would this be interesting to you? So, like a little bit more specific. Again, like nothing wrong with that, but like
Yeah.
I also am not trying, I'm trying to get people to go local,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So like
Exactly.
I'm probably, I mean, like this looks so, I'm not going to show you the name, but I mean, this one looks pretty good. Like I like their website. Oh
Oh,
shit.
now an ads come up.
I know,
Fucking
right?
ads.
So I like their website, like I like their products.
Yeah.
They're highly rated in like they say like New York Times and everywhere,
That's
whatever.
cool too. Yeah.
But it's just it's also like the other thing. I don't really care right now.
No.
Like I I, I don't want I don't like in a weird like it's like what is the end goal? And like we've talked about this, and like the end goal is just like if I can get 3 people off birth control, if I can
Mm.
get a couple people to sort through an ailment by turning to meat or higher protein in their diets, right?
Mm.
Like
Mm.
I don't really care about making money
Mm.
off of this or like doing I don't know, like I feel it in my soul that like it'll just hurt what I'm trying to do, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't
Yeah.
know. Feels like I'm allergic to it right now.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird experience. I haven't had like too many. I've had a couple like back when I first started posting on Instagram and I just started like my Instagram reach just I I just started losing followers out of the blue. But I think that's because of like Carnivore and COVID and everything. But I just got yeah, I got asked about a fitness watch from I think Fitbit reached out to me and I I just wasn't really interested. Like I just they wanted to like send me to try to watch and stuff and I just like I really wasn't phased at all. I also think that time of my life I was just like do I really need a Fitbit? Like no. Like and I didn't
And
even
then
see
having to do
myself
a campaign, like
yeah,
having
and
to
then having
do
to do
the
a
work.
campaign and
Yeah.
the way I look at it is put yourself in like your ideal, I don't know, consumer, let's just call them consumers' shoes, like, because they are consuming our content, you know, that people are consuming what we put out. And I hate when somebody that I enjoy following starts advertising shit because immediately I know, I'm like, oh, this guy's a sellout. Like, you are not a sellout per se, but you compromising. Like, um,
There adds a level of bias or there
yeah,
adds
and
a
you can
level
see
of distrust.
you can see like however like if ButcherBox or a local farm in South Africa came up to me and wanted to partner and I tried this stuff and it was really good, I'd be happy to
Yeah.
partner with them. I haven't had the luxury of that opportunity yet, but like that would be a partnership I would be involved in because people know that's on brand. That's the stuff I enjoy. I hate watches. Like I
Hmm.
don't wear a fitness watch. They freak me out. I really can't wear one. Like that's why I wear an Oura ring. I just don't like watches. So like if Fitbit came to me, I wouldn't feel comfortable ever even trying it because I don't like watches. I'm like
But
fuck.
most people will be like, throw
Yeah,
their hands up and be like, absolutely. And again, there
definitely.
could nothing be wrong with Fitbit. And again,
Mhm.
like I think so one of the girls that I follow, Real Foodology,
Mhm.
she talks about this sometimes is like, so she only partners with brands like she has a lot of integrity in who she partners with, right? Because
Mm.
there are some people where like you have to remember they're influencers and like this is how they make their money.
Yeah,
This is not how I make my money.
that's how you need to
And
be
it
careful. Yeah.
probably never will. But this girl, like, this is how she makes her money. So she's like, hey, like, if you get annoyed that you see partnerships with brand, one, scroll through, ignore
Yeah.
it,
Yeah,
tap through
true.
my story, whatever. She goes, but this is how I make a living for myself, right? Like,
Mm.
I have to. But I will say a lot of who she partners with are like legit, like in her wheelhouse, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
She believes like all the same stuff we believe. Like processed food is crap, and you need to go out in the sun, you need to get exercise, and like eats pretty paleo and like, seed oil free and stuff like that. But it's just very, like, I understand that there are some people that need to do it.
Mm.
You could go as far. I hate bringing up Carnivore Aurelius, but he has like, I think carnivore crisps are
Yeah.
his.
Yeah.
And I don't know how those are made. Like if he
Mm.
lives, I think he lives in LA. And I highly doubt that his carnivore crisp chips are coming from California, from
Yeah.
LA. um,
I've heard they taste like shit, to be honest, from a lot of people, but that's just
I mean,
I haven't tried them. I'm just saying that's what I've heard from people.
well, anytime someone's like, yeah, it's like a liver chip or like a beef thing, like I tried, oh my God, there was a brand. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. There was a brand that I had read. This is like during the keto phase. Oh my God. I can't believe I forgot this. And they were making like chicken chips. Okay.
Oh.
Like chicken skin, not chicken skin, but like chicken breast chips or something.
Alright. Because apparently chicken skin chips are
I
really
could eat that all
nice.
day. Like
Yeah,
I could literally
that I
like
could
if
do,
someone was
but
like
not like
chicken skin, like I'm
yeah.
like Eric Cartman in South Park at KFC, just like eating all the, chicken skin off the
Yeah.
chicken. Kind of gross now that I think about it. But anyway,
No, wait,
um,
back
so
that.
I told them like, hey, like I need to try this product because I'm not gonna
Mm,
put something out there that's shit. Like I
mm,
don't want you guys to go buy something
mm,
and be like, oh my God, this is actually disgusting.
mm,
So I got them to send me like a sample pack or something of some of their best.
mm.
It was the grossest thing I've ever put in my mouth. Like I was like, I don't know how
So
you do
bad.
this. And they're like, yeah, like some people do like, loaded nachos on them and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, so now I have to like cook or assemble a
Yeah.
whole nother thing, like so I can't taste the
No.
product that you sent me. So, anyways,
No.
that was like, I think that actually turned me off chicken for a
Oh
while
my
because I was
gosh.
just like, I don't understand. But anyways, there's been like stuff like that too, where I try it and I just send them a message and I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm not into this. And a lot of keto brands especially reached out to me when I was
Mm.
hardcore carnivore.
Yes.
And I was like, no, like
Oh.
I am not in that camp anymore.
The
Like I
very
don't,
nature of
yeah.
exactly the whole what I love about a meat-based diet is the very nature of it is like you don't need products. You really don't.
Yeah.
And
I'm not
if
trying to
you
sell you
no,
anything.
and like certain people do fine with them, but like you just don't feel the need to. It's just not.
Yeah.
It's not there. Yeah, I I tried duck skin the other day.
That
Duck
actually sounds
duck
really good
skin
though.
chips. They were actually really good. They were quite and they were like drenched in something called Chinese five spice. You might know what that is. I'm not a cook. Do you know what Chinese
Okay.
five spice is? I don't know.
No, but I can assume it's a
It's a whole
Chinese
bunch.
sauce.
Yeah, no, well, it's spice. Like it's a whole bunch of spices mixed together. It's not a
But is it
sauce.
used in like Chinese culture or
Yeah, no, it
something?
must be. It must
Oh,
be.
okay. Yeah. I was gonna
But
say you said Chinese, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was really nice. And that was interesting. But what I was going to get to is that people change. Like we change, and uh, our brands change over time, and the things we use change. So tying yourself to a brand or a product is quite a risky thing because what happens if you actually just like don't enjoy it? Like you just don't end up. I know for a
Oh,
fact
and
you
the
see some people
contract
like
says
yeah,
perpetuity, like
like
forever
Red
needs to be
Bull.
on your page.
Like Red Bull, I know some athletes don't drink Red Bull, but they will
Yeah.
drink their everything out of Red Bull cups and but you know for a fact they're not drinking Red Bull because that stuff is
Oh, I
like
see.
fucking
So
like
you're promoting it though.
yeah, you're promoting it. Yeah, you're sponsored by them, but you change. I mean, your supplements are going to change, your products are going to
Yeah.
change. You're going to try things here and there, but bottom line is like you really don't. It's nice as a treat, but like, do you need products? Probably not. Like, really.
Yeah, like you really don't. I do think too, like, oh, Johnny Walker, the whiskey,
Yeah.
they reached out to us like when Taylor and I were doing a lot of shoots
Damn.
together, and it was like $600. And I was like, that's pretty good. Like straight up,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. And like I
Yeah.
like whiskey. So like whatever. And I remember though, like their contract was so gnarly.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
And like
It's a
when
big
you
brand.
go with that, yeah, when you go with that big of a brand, right? Like if you one of their things was in like the pictures that you post will always be in perpetuity, I think is the word, which
Mm-hmm.
means forever.
Mm.
If they do not stay there forever, then they can sue you, basically. Or like they can hold
Mm.
you like liable for like, deleting them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that I think scared Taylor and I because
Damn.
I'm like, because what you're saying is like people change and it's not like I was going to delete it right after I posted it.
Mm.
But
Mm.
like going into my carnivore journey, like 1 to 2 years later, I probably would have been like, Jesus, like I look like such a sellout. Like I
Yeah.
don't want this on my page anymore.
Yeah.
But then it's like, so we ended up not doing it just because everything seemed super, just seemed really intense.
Mm. And is
And
it worth it?
also
Yeah, like is it like you
promoting
said,
alcohol.
it is a lot of money, I suppose. But for the most part, like is it actually worth it? Like you said, unless your livelihood depends on it, it's probably not worth it. Like for me, it's not. It's getting a few extra $100 here from a product is not going to actually be of long term benefit to me. It's and then you don't know. It's a risky thing. I don't know. It just
I would
feels
say most of
uncomfortable.
the time people don't need it. They just like the recognition
Yeah,
that they're big enough to have someone partner with
and
them.
you do feel special when you
Yeah.
promote it. Like you like you in that influencer realm. You're like,
Someone wants me
whoa,
to
I'm
do
promoting
this.
this.
Yeah.
It does feel good. Yeah.
Yeah. And I will say, like, there are some people that, like you said, you kind of catch on to that sellout factor and you're
Mm,
like,
mm.
or like I just see a product ad and I'm like, dude, shut the front door. Like I know all about this. Oh, gummy bear hair or whatever, hair bear care or whatever. Like you want, yeah, those are gonna make you okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you have extensions, first of all. Second of all, like, like your hair was already amazing before you
Yeah.
even used this product. So there's
Exactly.
just stuff like that like you kind of just need to like have a reality
Mm.
check.
The
But
bottom
I
also like I
was,
wanted
yeah,
to just like highlight the bottom
yeah.
line for me is a product is not going to change your life. Like that's a very like I think an Americanized thing because we've got it here now. It's like people assume products or drugs or companies are going to change your life, and they're not. They're really not.
Yeah.
Products do not change your life, and if they do, it's a short-term thing. It won't last very long. What will change your life is your habits, your lifestyle factors.
Totally.
So, and that's difficult. It's not easy, but it's more rewarding. So, anyway, I just want to highlight that because
That's so
I used to
important.
be this fat kid. I remember what's that, nearly half, like 15 years ago, 20 years ago when I was young. I was so embarrassed about my weight. I used to go on fat burners and all these products and things. And imagine I got told by somebody, like, you just need to, like, you need to cut your carbs out. Like, you need to go low carb.
Yeah.
And maybe don't eat so much processed shit and cut out the milkshakes and you will be jacked as shit and
Or you'll be better.
you'll be better. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I assumed as a kid there was something wrong with me and I assumed that a product was going to fix it. So anyway, I just want to put that out there, like, because I know exactly how that feels. I think that's maybe actually why I have this reluctance. I have this
Well, here's the thing. You
deep-seated
have to remember,
reluctance.
like, our generation, like millennials, and I think Gen Z is the one behind us. Like,
Mm,
I feel like there's this like known thing that people want the easy way out. People
mm,
don't want to work. People don't want to put in the effort of having to work out 5 times a week, limiting, eating complete crap. They want a pill that's going to do that, right?
mm,
They want the instant gratification.
Yeah.
So I think our generation, the generation below us, is kind of, and I'm not saying everyone, like you might be different. Like someone, listening might be like, oh, well, that's not me. Well, good. That's
Mm.
awesome.
Mm.
But I think that there is this like notion going around that, like people don't want to work hard, right? Like people want that easy way out. People want that easy pill. There's a friend of mine who works in a hospital, and she's kind of like I guess like the therapist that explains, like not therapist, but she explains what's going to happen in the surgery or after surgery, like care and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So she's not technically a nurse. And so what she does after the surgery, and this could be like a triple bypass that happens for someone, right? Where they're extremely fat and they have to like staple their stomach. And she has to tell them and say, hey, like, just so you know, like, with diet and exercise and XYZ, you're going to be able to eliminate having to be in this situation again. Or,
Mm.
hey, like, your high blood pressure or whatever, like, if you cut out the processed things, here's a list of things that you shouldn't eat and like cut out your sugar and stuff like that. Like, you will be okay.
Yeah.
Or we have this new pharmaceutical pill for you to take. And she says that 90% of the time they take the pill,
Mm.
or they end up at the pill anyway
Yeah.
because they can't do like the work
No.
of,
No,
doing
exactly.
that, which is so sad,
Mm.
because like here's this natural way that you can do something and you can make your life so much better.
Mm.
And people always rather go to like the statin, like the blood
Yeah.
thinning product, right? So you don't have to
Mm.
actually exercise
Mm.
or change your diet.
Mm.
So that was really interesting to me. And I'm like, unfortunately, I believe that, like
Yeah.
people rather gravitate towards that. Um,
Yeah.
but I do think that's very honorable, Josh, um, what you
Thanks.
were talking about. Yeah. Uh, but it's great. It blows my mind. Like you're so right. You do a product, what, like instant gratification, or
Mm.
like cool, like I got something new and shiny, and
Mm.
maybe it'll help with my hair loss, maybe it won't, but all these people in this group that was total bullshit said it would.
Yeah. And that's
And
that's
then
the
yeah,
that's the frame of mind I was in. Obviously, I was very young,
yeah,
but a lot of people are in that frame of mind. So it's feeding off of that frame of mind. It's not necessarily your fault. Like I don't blame myself for that. Because I was just trying my best and I wanted the easy way out and I thought there was an easy way out. But as I grew older and I sort of realized that there wasn't an easy way out and I started working hard for what I got, um, I think that it makes you a born skeptic now. Like with going forward, like you said, with any product, you just super skeptical. I'm just like super skeptical, and it looks like
yeah,
on the outside it looks like a bit of cynicism, and it looks like a bit of like I don't know, pessimism, and like no, like aren't you living? But not really. It's like no, I don't need that. Like it looks interesting, but I don't really need that product.
yeah,
So yeah, that's just the way I view it now.
yeah. There are some people though, I just remember though, like where $300 or so could be making or breaking it for them. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
no, one
Like, and
hundred
that's like
percent.
necessary for their survival.
Yeah,
So it's an interesting time, man. But
yeah.
I guess like the point of this is that any product that is advertised, regardless of who it is, like
Mm,
take it with a grain of salt.
mm,
Because like there's so much behind it that happens that makes it look authentic or real. Like stick to people that are not selling you anything is
mm,
kind of what I think. Like if
mm,
they're selling you something that's a habit or a lifestyle,
mm.
sorry, a habit or something that's going to make you better that doesn't cost anything,
Yeah.
like fuck yeah.
Or listen
But
to
if
their
someone's
also
selling you
yeah,
products, yeah.
listen to their like their their selling of it. So if they are selling you something, like the good people out there will say like, listen, this is personal experience. They'll have a whole sort of ramble that they would say before, and they'll say, okay, well, I'm using this, and but they will preface it with like a big layering of, okay, this is my experience with it. Whereas you get some people, you can immediately see it's a script that they've been given, like you said, via email, and it's like, yeah, copy the script, paste it into
Yeah.
your thing, make it a little bit your
Make
own.
it your own. Yeah.
But you can see that, like you can see it from a mile away.
Oh, totally. And
So yeah.
I actually just remembered the last brand that I partnered with before I left for Amsterdam was NutriSense. the continuous glucose monitor, which I
Mm.
absolutely love.
Yeah. Very,
And
very relevant, and
yeah,
very, yeah, that makes sense.
and it's like high tech and you put it in. The only thing I would say is that I didn't like having that thing in my arm. So like for those things, like
Yeah,
you have to take
I've
like a
had it
little
before.
thing and like you like go
Yeah.
like this and
I actually
you know
thought that
like
was, I thought that was it. I was like, what the fuck? And
no,
you
this is
had
a
that the whole
cap to a
time.
water
I was
bottle.
like,
No, this is not. No, I'm doing one right now.
I
Like
was like,
that
damn.
was worth it because I got to like test out so many different things,
Mm,
see how my exercise affected like my blood glucose, and also
mm,
like it's such an expensive product
mm,
that like it's literally going to be targeted to people who like I think need those things
mm, mm,
or in this, you know what I mean? Like it's
mm.
not going to be like, oh, like my mom and you
It's
know
like
my
food.
aunt are
It's
going
like
to
a
see
food
the
tracker.
ad.
Yeah, it's like food tracking. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, but like you literally
tested.
go like this
Yeah.
and then like it honestly like just like then like
Pops up.
pops up and shows you what it is.
Yes.
Like you can record what you ate if you want to like see the spikes. And anyway, so that was like the
Mm.
last one. So I'm proud of that one for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Because that was like the last one that I partnered with that I felt like very, very good about, that I like loved. But after I took it out, my arm hurt in that area for probably like 2 months.
Damn.
And I was like, maybe I just kind of like put it in like the wrong, like just
Mm.
maybe a smidge I hit something that I wasn't supposed to, or not supposed to, but you do have like a metal, like it's a prick,
Yeah.
like
It's literally
a prick.
a needle
Yeah.
that goes into your
Yeah, it's a
skin,
needle
like
that stays
that
in there
stays in there. Yeah, and then like
while you
blood
work
has to.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, it freaks me. What freaked me out about it, I've also had one, is that it. I picture it like, because it's literally impenetrating your body, and it's like your skin has to form a clot
Adapt
around
to
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
Oh,
can't be
now you're
right.
like, I don't think I can do it like
No.
again now that I'm like thinking about it. But I do think those are such a useful tool. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I have to bring this up. So, sorry, this is like gonna be like a different direction. But so, like, you know, Heidi Montag from The Hills.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so like she's pregnant and like our due dates are like totally, totally like just like 4 days apart. Okay. And so, like, we're kind of at the same thing for everything, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
we're going through the same, we're very like on the same thing anyway. Why am I so bad at explaining
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Oh God. Okay. Anyway. So like she does a story the other day, and this is kind of like, so I thought that Heidi, I was like, you know what? She kind of looks, I was like, wow, she looks so much more pregnant than me. Like kind of like thinking in my head, you know, like because we're the same,
Mm.
whatever and whatever. And I know that's like really judgmental. I didn't like share this with anyone. I was just kind of thinking in my head, like, wow, she looks like really pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And like I remember reading something where like she said like she threw away the scale and she's just like she got pregnant by going on Carnivore for a year. Like she worked with Paul Saladino
Yeah.
and she was having issue getting pregnant, so she went on Carnivore. When
Yeah.
she finally got pregnant, she threw everything out the door and was like, I'm not going to worry about scale. I'm going to eat whatever the heck I want. Like, I don't care. Like, blah, blah, blah. So she kind of went like 180 the other way. And I remember just seeing her and being like, she definitely is like more puffy. Like, she's just very like, I don't know how to describe it, but she just definitely looked further along than me, which I know everyone is different, but like more so. Anyway, she just released on her story that she has gestational diabetes and that her test that she did came out positive, which means that she needs to now completely change her diet. She'll probably end up going back to low carb, no sugar, or carnivore. And then also needs to like exercise more. Like there's no cure for gestational diabetes and it's really risky for your baby. It's bad for you. So like when women just say like, I'm pregnant, I'm gonna eat whatever I want, I'm gonna do whatever I want, I'm not gonna exercise. It's actually like the worst thing you can
Yeah.
do.
That
Like you're
fucks
not
chicks
setting
up.
yourself up for
No.
success. Yeah, you're not setting
100%.
yourself up for success to have a
Yeah.
good birth,
Mm.
to like make sure you're
Mm.
getting all the nutrients to your baby that it needs. Like and also like eating for two, right? Like I'm eating for
Mm.
two. It's like
Mm.
actually you don't need to eat more until the third trimester where you're going to be eating about 200 calories more per day, which is like nothing. That's like a sausage link if I think about it, you know?
But even then,
Um,
you know, like your body will tell you if you're hungry. Like it's,
yeah,
I
you're not just going out
I
eating
doubt
Hostess
our
cookies.
ancestors like told each other like, hey, you have to. It's like month it's 8 now. You have to start
Yeah.
eating one extra chop, like lamb chop
No.
now. No,
Yeah.
they'll be like, okay, I'm a bit hungrier now. Let me go eat some food. You know, I mean, but then again,
Yeah.
they didn't have all the sugary snacks, and that's the problem is that your a modern woman's uh, like sort of instincts are a bit buffered because of the food choices available. Whereas if you eat in carnivore, it's very hard to, like we've said many times, very hard to overeat. It's like almost impossible. But when you
Yeah.
eating shit, it's very easy to overeat.
It's like
And
designed, it's
yeah,
literally designed that way. It's like you don't get full. But again, like I'm not trying to like, I know people do everything right to an extent and still get gestational diabetes sometimes. Like I'm not trying to shame people for wanting to treat yourself, because I'll do that, like it's fine. But I'm just saying, like, if you're pregnant, don't go off the rails and be like, this is my time. I get to eat whatever I want. I get to gain as much weight as I want. And it's not going to be a problem for anyone. It's like,
yeah,
wait, like gestational diabetes is real. Like
mm,
there's certain preeclampsia is real. Like there's certain things that if you don't do this, it increases your chances of developing those
mm,
things, which can be very serious,
mm-hmm.
and postpartum depression as well. So it just blows my mind because like I'm also inundated with like pregnancy reels right now.
I can imagine.
Like literally if you go to my Discover page, it's like all pregnancy stuff. And like most of the time it's women complaining about how their third trimester is and they can't move. There's a lot of jokes in there. Like there was a joke one where a woman was in her third trimester and she couldn't lift something up off the floor. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, you can't squat? Like you can squat and pick it up. And it's a joke. Again, it's a joke.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm very literal when I watch these because I'm like, I just am like, what, like, how is this okay? Like, you're basically gonna be doing a marathon of your life, which is giving birth. It's gonna be probably the hardest thing you ever have to do. And you've decided to just throw your hands up in the air and give in to everything and not care.
Mm.
Like, it's just wild to
Yeah.
me. It's very hard for me to understand that.
Mm. Well, I'm glad we got some uh,
Yeah.
some pregnancy sprinkle onto our social media
Never
episode.
gonna, it's never gonna go
But
away.
I love
But,
it. I love it. Yeah.
wait, I have some people that I'd recommend that aren't selling anything
Hmm.
that I wanted to probably we'll just put them in the chat or not in the chat or put them in the link
Oh, in the
below
show
so you guys
notes.
can
Okay.
see.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
say,
put it in the
whoa,
show notes.
I'm not ready for that shit. We're not putting me in the
Also, just
chat
for the
right now.
record, like if you don't like what I'm saying about pregnant people doing whatever they want, whatever, you're your own person. You can do whatever you want.
I'm sure
I
they
don't
will.
degaff.
Yeah.
I'm just working on myself. But that was just kind of my rant because it's a lot.
Yeah.
And I hear it and see it a lot. And, anyway, but show notes, we're going to put some people to follow that
Hmm.
aren't going to sell you bullshit. They're not going to they're not sellouts.
Well,
At
we
least
hope
I don't
not.
think so. Yeah, no.
No.
But I will say there's a lot of people that have asked me like, well, what ingredients should I avoid? And there's literally accounts where it's like just ingredients or the food babe,
Mm.
where they literally like tell you what to avoid
Mm.
and what different ingredients can cause certain things, like those stabilizers in your yogurts,
Mm. Such bullshit.
all that
Honestly,
good stuff.
I'll
Yeah,
rant
yeah.
about that another day.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. I was like, oh, he's back at
It's
the
like the,
store where all
yeah,
the stabilizers are in the
yeah.
yogurt. Yeah.
I'm determined to cause enough
Change
of
it.
trouble for them so that they actually do something about it. But
A
that'll
ruckus.
come. Yeah, that'll come.
No, yeah, definitely. But yeah, we'll put some people for you guys to follow that are just like really great people, not just in the carnivore
Mm.
space, but just people that want to genuinely are set out to help people
Mm.
be better versions of
Mm.
themselves, give you habits, give you everything you need to live a better life.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. Well,
Cool.
cool.
Well,
Very cool.
episode 24. Yes.
Is
That was
this
good.
episode
This is
24?
episode
Yeah.
24, yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah. And link, subscribe. What is it? Like,
Like,
comment,
subscribe, comment.
subscribe.
Yes.
In whatever order. Again, like if you don't, whatever. But I'm just saying.
Cool.
All right. Peace out.
Peace.